now and
People like it.
night. I want to do night show next week sometime.
More people.
Well, I want to do the prime time. Plus, like we can get on talk, and I want to do our NBA. It's NBA time. Yo, 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 yo. I'm ready.
Late show.
There were some good dogs this week, man. There's some good old dogs this week. Zachary, Levi.
There's some dogs.
I wish there was a better Thursday night game this week. I mean, I guess it ain't bad. The Broncos hung with the Jets for a while. They might be able to keep it close. Plus, you don't know about Kelsey, if he's going to play or not.
I was even looking in at Jaden Daniels being dog of the week. You know who that is?
LSU quarterback.
Yeah.
He balled out.
He had 259-yard passing.
Every week.
130 rushing.
Every week. Every week.
He's everywhere. He's got to do it all.
But they almost fucking lost.
Yeah, they put up a lot, though, man.
He
puts up a lot.
They do every fucking week. Fucking
He's a
week before that, he fucking put up fucking over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns and lost. Every week, LSU's offense is fucking loaded, but their defense can't stop nobody. What up? Oh, I forgot. Remind me when we were done. Barker told me since we pay for Restream, we should be able to take that Restream off the screen. I'd still also like to figure out how to put that reel and roll thing around the camera, too. I was asking about that. What is up, my little Dinions? Dinions. Do you like that?
I like that.
I like that. Who we got out there watching today? We got a few of you on there. I see you. Oh, I guess I could put the chat up. That would probably help.
Hey, there they are.
That would probably help. Hey, Neil. My main man, Neil Crabtree.
Greg Covey. Yo, 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 yo.
Greg Covey. Let me tell you, Greg Covey. I'll wait to tell you later. Our Knowles are going to lose at some point. I'm so disappointed in them. They just keep playing down to the competition.
They're going to slip eventually.
They're going to slip, man. They're going to fucking slip
That's
eventually. They're going to slip. Wouldn't surprise me if it's fucking this week against Syracuse. He quits NFL, he said. He quits. My main man, Neil Crabtree. You need to come on with us sometime and chat. I like to have Neil on here. I like to have EuroLeague soccer expert Neil Crabtree.
What do you think about the Jets open trade old?
Shh.
What?
Who?
Nico, what, Hardman?
Yeah.
Not bad, right?
Duke will beat us. Well, I'll tell you, I'm worried about Duke, but if they have their quarterback, if Leonard's back by then yeah, I'm definitely worried about Duke. But we have such a hard time with mobile quarterbacks, man. Such a hard time. Just give us a second here, boys and girls. We're going to see if anybody else hops on, and then we will start the recap show. And if you guys have TikTok and don't follow us, please do so. Look at this Dallas Goedert mini helmet.
Dog. He could be candidate of dog of the
He
week.
could be dog of the week.
He had some good catches.
He had a nice game.
He did.
You know who else had a nice game? Cooper fucking Kupp.
He had a nice first half.
Dude, he's killer. 8 catches. Fucking first game back. Nakua, big game again. Rams are really underrated.
Oh, Rams a good team.
I think they'll beat us week 7.
Rams a good team.
It's all on Stafford, man. Healthy Stafford's different.
Healthy Stafford is very different. He can put up
Healthy
500
Stafford.
yards. He's got some weapons to do it. That's for sure.
Yeah, big time.
They're good.
I traded for Tyler Higbee in fantasy, and he and started him this week, and he had his worst game of the season. Like, great. Fantastic.
I was worried for a little while.
Yeah, it was a good game for a while. I flipped back and forth between that and some others. Watching a little NFL Network.
That's always fun, isn't it?
Good morning football.
Bears 1-4.
Vikings play the Bears, Niners, Packers, and Falcons. You know, them are very winnable games, though, for the Vikings, other than the Niners. Dog shit, dog shit, and dog shit.
Yeah.
We'll get to that third one right there in a little bit, because that's a dude that I've been on the fence of for a while, but nope, done. Dog shit. Dog shit. All right, you ready?
I'm ready, buddy.
You ready? What up, Jamie Prowse? Getting ready to start the show. You
Prowse
ready?
house, baby.
You ready?
Ready.
Yo! I'm Den Carter.
Jeffrey Denny.
Real and Raw Sports Recap Show. Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom. He says, first thing I want to start the show. Happy birthday, Trent Jordan Watt. The GOAT. Simple as that, my friends. The GOAT. TJ Watt. Happy 29th birthday to my Lord and Savior TJ Watt. He is he's a hell of a man. He's a hell of a man. But anyway, okay, let's dive right in. We got a lot of recaps today. We got some college football. We're going to look ahead to this week's college football, and we're going to talk about all the NFL games from this past week. We're going to give our dog of the week. Everybody loves dog of the week.
Dog of the week.
Everybody loves dog of the week. And our power rankings. So we got a lot. And so let's get in there. Game of the week last week. We said it was going to be game of the week. Oklahoma, Sooners, Texas, Longhorns.
Did not disappoint.
Did not disappoint. Texas takes the lead late. Dylan Gabriel. Did he play at South Florida? Is that where he came from, or was it UCF? Was it Central Florida? I don't remember. I think it was Central Florida. Central Florida was going to transfer to UCLA, backed out, transferred to Oklahoma. Stood on the sidelines last year during the Red River rivalry and watched your team get their ass beat 49-0. You get the ball back down, 75-yard drive, minute and 2 seconds. Oklahoma wins the rivalry 34-30. You know what they say that drive was? I even posted it soon as it. Dog-like drive. Dog of the week nominee, Dylan Gabriel. Finished with 285 passing yards and a touchdown and 113 on the ground and a touchdown.
They did everything.
All over the place. That was a good game, man. It was really good. And they jumped high. They jumped, I think they were number 12 last week. I think they jumped to 5.
Yeah, they jumped all the way up.
So, I mean.
Quinn Ewers had a good game as well.
Quinn
31 for 37, 346, a touchdown. He threw 2 pigs.
They're both ballers,
My
man.
goodness.
They're both ballers.
That's some Heisman candidate numbers there for both quarterbacks.
Heisman numbers-ish. Heisman-ish numbers. A couple weeks ago, I said, hey, they had won like 3 games and they'd put a shit ton of points up. And I'm like, hey, it's time for us to start looking at Oklahoma and keeping our eye on them. I'm not saying they're going to win the whole thing. I said, but they're putting a shitload of points up. They got a damn good quarterback, got a good coach. Maybe. And then someone threw out, I think it was our buddy Hux. He threw it out and said, yeah, but they ain't played nobody. All you got to do.
Win who's in front of you.
Win who's in front of you.
That's all you got to do.
And let it play out. And that was a big win for Oklahoma over Texas.
Texas dropped the 9.
Yeah, Texas is still in it. They just
got to win.
Yep, you just got to win. But, yeah, good game. Game of the week lived up to the hype. Moving on. Georgia Bulldogs. We all every week we get on here and say we can't drop Georgia out of number 1 of our power rankings until they lose. But they've been sluggish they've been sluggish. Kentucky was playing well.
They just start slow.
We all put them on upset alert. The UK Wildcats are going to have a good chance to beat Georgia. 51-13. You think maybe Georgia's just like sleepwalking?
Sometimes. I mean, sometimes I think they just start slow. They just sluggish, and then it's a close game. But they was fired up.
Well, I mean, we're not the only ones that said Kentucky.
No, absolutely not.
There was a lot of the experts that said,
Kentucky's been playing well.
Georgia's going to win, but Kentucky's going to give them a game. And Georgia heard this all weekend. Yeah, they fucking romped them.
But the thing is, with Kentucky, they're good at running the football. You know what Georgia's good at? Stopping someone running the football.
Georgia's good at everything. But yeah, Georgia, guess we ain't gonna give our power rankings yet here shortly. But guess who's probably still going to be number 1 in both of our power
That Ray
rankings.
Davis is good, Brandon. Georgia's defense is good, dude.
They're dogs.
They are
The
good.
dogs are fucking dogs. They're
good. They're big.
Loaded.
They're strong. They're fast.
They're loaded. Moving on. College football's fast. There wasn't a lot of good games this week. I was surprised by this. We had it in one of our games to watch for last week. Louisville.
Yeah.
Undefeated Louisville Cardinals, 33. Sorry, Brandon Wilson. He's an Irish fan. 33-20 over Notre Dame. I thought it would be a good game,
I
but
thought it was going to be close.
it really wasn't.
Hartman had a good game. He threw a
this
lot
was-
of interceptions, but he had a good game.
Hartman had not thrown an interception all year,
Yeah. He threw 3.
and he threw 3. And you knew it was going to happen because they talked about it so much before at the start of the game. Sam Hartman's thrown so many passes without an interception, and boy, did they fucking throw the old jinx in on old Sam that one. 33-20, but it really wasn't close. Like, I think Notre Dame got a late score, garbage time score, and then they got I think they got the onside kick.
Notre Dame's running back, Love, had 5 carries for 37 yards.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Notre Dame, Louisville. Maybe we got to start watching Louisville.
They're moving up. I mean, they moved up to 14 right now.
Louisville's playing good football. You know what? I don't think Florida State plays Louisville this year. I don't think so.
Louisville's got Pittsburgh, Duke, Virginia Tech, Virginia, Miami, Florida, and Kentucky left.
So Louisville doesn't play North Carolina?
Nope.
Wow, this is intriguing. I just thought about this because I don't think Florida State plays North Carolina either. Wonder how that would work if Florida State, I'm going to have to look into that. If Florida State, North Carolina, and Louisville would all go undefeated, which we still got a ton of football left. But I don't know who would play in the ACC title game. I don't know how that would work. If it would go to like the higher ranked teams?
If who now?
If Florida State, North Carolina, and Louisville all went undefeated, I don't know who would play in the ACC title game. That's intriguing. I'm going to have to look into that. I never thought about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. Game of the night. Well, it wasn't really game of the night. It was fun. It was. I'm not going to pretend that I watched all this game. I watched about the first half. USC and Arizona. We said that Caleb, well, we're going to get to that possible loss when I talk about that other team in a minute that they're playing this week because they had the bonehead fuck up play of the year, Jamie. But USC and Arizona, we've been saying all along that Caleb has to be perfect this year to win a Heisman, and he did not play well the other night. He didn't play bad. He didn't lose the game.
He only threw the ball 25 times.
Yeah, he only had
just
like
didn't
200
have a lot of
yards.
opportunities.
He only had 200 yards and a touchdown. USC won in triple overtime, 43-41. They were down They were down 17-0.
Skating by.
They were down 17-0.
Their defense
Their
sucks.
defense is trash. We've all said this fucking since.
But you would figure eventually they would start kind of gelling together, getting a little better.
That is not the way of the Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley is going to coach the offense, and we're going to hope
50 points.
We're going to hope to score 50 points a game. That's Lincoln Riley. That's Lincoln Riley, and that's what they're going to look at Caleb and say, you got to get us 45, 50 every week.
They're putting them
and he
up.
did 43-41, but they were down 17-0. I even posted on our page. I'm like, hey, it's bedtime because it's one of them fucking West Coast games, but they were down 17-0, and then 17-0, and USC came back. It was like 17-14 at halftime, and that's when I went to bed. I'm like, I can't do it no more. I had to get up the next morning and go to work. So, yeah. But Jamie just said UNC's possible first loss this week. UNC plays the Miami Hurricanes this week. Miami was undefeated last weekend. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh, I've seen this.
Miami Hurricanes undefeated last week. There's like 35 seconds left or something. All the Canes have to do is kneel.
Take a knee.
Take a fucking knee. That's it. Game over. You're undefeated. Moving on to set up undefeated Miami, undefeated North Carolina. Probably would have been like one of the fucking games of the week. It's still actually going to be a good game. But Mario Cristobal, head coach for the Hurricanes, for whatever reason,
Said we're going to run the football.
we're going to run the ball.
We're going to run the football.
We're going to run the ball. We don't need the knee. What could happen if we just run the ball?
Yeah. Well, guess what happens?
Guess what happened?
Fumbles the football.
Fumble on the play.
Fumblerooski.
And Georgia Tech recovered. Was it Georgia Tech?
Yeah, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech. For some reason I said Boston College the other day, and then I realized. Then I caught myself. Make sure Georgia Tech recovered the fumble. They hadn't completed a ball all day to a wide receiver. Georgia Tech, we all know if most of the
Triple
people in
option,
here,
baby.
they're fucking Georgia Tech don't throw the football very often. Georgia Tech throws the old Hail Mary, 44-yard touchdown with 1 second to go.
To win the game.
And you got trash Miami fans throwing bottles and
Did
shit as soon
you
as
see
he
the lineman
scored.
on the fan? I mean, on the lineman was on the bench. He was crying.
Oh,
He's like,
I did see that. What the fuck are we
doing?
doing? Oh my God. What in the hell?
I mean, you was undefeated.
You were undefeated. All you got to do is fucking
Smart
take
football.
a knee.
Smart, disciplined football.
I mean, you ain't even got to be smart to know that. You got to take a fucking knee to win the game, or let's run a play that there's a small chance that this could happen. Well, guess what? It fucking happened. So
happened.
Mario Cristobal, he cost his fucking team, which, I mean, it wasn't just Mario. Mario made the call.
yeah.
The guy fumbled the ball. I mean, they had to execute.
Yep.
So, I mean, Georgia Tech won the game as much as Miami lost it, but it was done. All you got to do is take the fucking snap, take a knee, game over.
Walk away.
That was definitely one of the big fuck ups. So let's look ahead this week. That was the only games. Well, we'll talk about it real quick just because I know there's a lot of Buckeye fans.
Yeah,
out there.
absolutely. Talk
Ohio
about the
State,
game.
Maryland. A lot of people, I think it was Jamie actually, asked, well, I mean, you ain't going to do it again. He should have done it himself, but you ain't going to go against your coach. I mean, that shit, you ain't going to go against your coach. Your coach tells you hand the ball off. You're going to hand the ball off, even if you shouldn't.
You listen to your coach.
But Ohio State, somebody asked last week to ask us if we thought the Maryland Ohio State game was going to be close, and I said it wouldn't be. I said Ohio State's going to roll them, and it was close for a while. I mean, fucking Maryland was up 10-0 and driving, and then the Buckeyes got pick 6, and basically it was over. Two his little brothers slung it around, but
Yeah, Ohio State ended up scoring 17 in the fourth quarter.
yeah, then blowout city. What Harrison ended up with? Marvin Harrison Jr.
163 yards, 1 touchdown.
Dog-like performance. He's making McCord look good, and McCord ain't good.
McCord
McCord's
had
not
320 yards, 2 touchdowns.
good. Yeah, and he ain't good. He's not good. He's not good. I'm excited for. I think it's the 21st. I think it's 2 Saturdays away. Penn State, Ohio State. I'm excited for
2
that
weeks. They got Purdue this week.
one. Yeah,
They better not sleep on Purdue.
sleep away, Buckeyes, because this is another one. It might hang early. It ain't gonna be close. Ohio State big. Ohio State big. Big. Buckeyes big. O-H,
Did you see where,
Cody.
Did you see where Minnesota? Did you see where Minnesota's coach was talking about Michigan Wolverine, saying that that's like the most complete team he's ever seen. He said that was the most disciplined, most complete that he's ever seen. I mean, that's big talk.
Michigan's good.
They're good.
Michigan's good.
They're good.
Michigan runs the ball. Michigan plays
Me and Clarkson was
defense.
having a conversation about it. Clarkson hates the quarterback.
What a surprise.
I know. That's what I was telling him.
What a surprise. Buckeye fan don't like the Michigan quarterback. That's
I think he's
actually good.
decent.
He is good.
I think
he's going to be a
decent.
first-round pick. He's going to be a first-round pick. Whether or not people like it or not, I guarantee you McCarthy is a first-round pick next year. Guaranteed. All right, moving on. This week's games. Michigan is my number one. Neil says Michigan is his number one. Well, Neil, I'm going to be honest. We're going to get to our power rankings in a minute. I can't say that yet because them dogs ain't lost, but Michigan's pretty close in mine. This week, in my opinion, there's 3 games to watch. I just talked about it. Even though they lost, Miami still number 25. North Carolina is 23. North Carolina is favored by 3.5 points. May's good, man. May is going to be the second quarterback drafted after Caleb if he comes out. And so he might be the first quarterback taken.
You think Miami's going to come out swinging, or do you think they're winded
Well,
now? Do you think
I think they're going to come out swinging because Miami, Van Dyke,
they're a pretty good team.
they're good. They got players. And I think Miami's one of them teams. I hate them, obviously, because I'm a Knowles fan.
There's some good games next week.
There's some, but there's only 3 on my calendar that I really want to watch. That's one of them. I'm not going to watch it, but because, But I think North Carolina, is going to win. I think Carolina's going to win. You got a pick for that?
I think Carolina's going to win.
You think Carolina's going to win?
I think Carolina's going to win.
Like people, somebody said Drake May's the most complete quarterback in the draft. A lot of people think that.
He's solid.
I wouldn't take him over Caleb because Caleb like I said, we've said this so many times. People don't like comparisons when you throw out the Mahomes name, but when you watch Caleb, reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. He is, and people flipped their shit on this comment. But Caleb Williams now is further along than Patrick Mahomes was at this point in his career. And it's not even close. It's not even close.
But that don't mean he's going to be better in the NFL.
Nothing. It just means Patrick Mahomes and Caleb Williams at this point in their college careers, Caleb is better than Patrick Mahomes. Not saying he's going to be better than Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. Just saying. The fucking potential is there.
Are you nervous for Florida State this weekend?
I'm nervous every fucking time Florida State plays.
4-2 Syracuse.
I didn't talk about our game. We played Virginia Tech last week, and we jumped up 22-0 in the first quarter. Just rolling.
Yeah.
This is the team I expected us to play like. This is the offense I expected. And then, boom, we allow 17 straight by Virginia Tech. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? It's just like we started off.
Brandon Wilson.
We started off, and it's like, oh, well, hell, okay, game's over. The first quarter's over. It's 22-0. Game's over. We can take the foot off the fucking gas now.
We're going to put up 70.
Boom, 22-17. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Now, we ended up winning by a decent margin. But I'm telling you, I'm a Seminoles fan. We're going to lose. At some point, we are going to lose. We are playing with fire. We can't decide what we want to do. I don't know why we don't run Trey Benson all the fucking time. Like I don't know. We're going to lose a game. I don't know. It might be this week to fucking Syracuse. It would not surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. Might be when they go to Heinz Field and play Pitt in the beginning of November. I don't know. But they're going to lose a game. And it's gonna make me sad, but they're gonna fucking lose. I know it. Another game, our defense gives up way too many plays. I don't know. Jared Verse will make a play or two a game that you say, wow, that was a really nice fucking rush. That's why he's going to be a first round pick in the NFL draft. He's a fucking stud, but he just doesn't. He's the man on that defense, and you're constantly getting double teamed, so you can't really do much. USC, like I said, survived last week against Arizona triple overtime. They play Notre Dame, number 21 Notre Dame. Do you know this was crazy to me? You know Notre Dame is favored in this game?
Really?
Notre Dame is 2.5 point favorites in this game. I think it's going to be a good game because, like I said, SC don't play any defense. So I think Hartman will have a good day, and Notre Dame's defense is decent, even though Louisville didn't fucking have a problem with it.
This don't mean a lot, but the last 3 weeks, Notre Dame hasn't put up over 22 points.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
They're going to have to put up more than 22 points.
Oh, yeah, they are. But yeah, that blew my mind that Notre Dame is favored by 2.5 over USC this week. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, to me, I actually made a bet this morning. You guys could always wait for your rolling with Ratchford. Ratchford's on fire. He's on fire. He's making people fucking house payments.
Vegas Insider
Ryan Ratchford's making fucking people money. But I made my bet this morning, and I smashed that when I started looking at lines, and I seen SC was getting points to the Irish. I take SC in the win. I don't need the points. Take SC money line all day. Is there any other games that you got that you want to talk about? To me, that was it. I think it's kind of a weak game.
You got
like there's some games that
got
are
ranked
decent.
UCLA and ranked Oregon State.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, and that game doesn't even mean nothing to me.
Yeah,
it's like
that's about
who's
it.
going to watch at UCLA and Oregon State?
I know we talked about Louisville watching them. They play Pittsburgh, so that should be a roll.
No, you should be.
We said Buckeyes. Buckeyes got Purdue.
Purdue.
Should roll. Georgia's got Vanderbilt, so should be roll.
I can beat Vanderbilt. Me and Neil Crabtree.
And Bama's got Arkansas, so should be the notable team should win this week.
Yeah.
But game of the week.
Game of the week. And I'm going to be honest. I really want to call off work. I have to work. This is my weekend to work. But I really want to call off. I'm not going to. I'm not doing it. I'm going to save my personal days. And it's going to pain me to miss this. Me and your Heisman candidates, our preseason Heisman picks head to head.
Colliding this weekend.
Oregon, number 8, Bo Nix. Number 7, Michael Penix.
Oh, Penix.
Get off the Penix.
I thought it was penis. Ryan said it was penis.
He's wrong. Michael Penix Jr., number 7, Washington. This is going to be a good game.
It'll be a good game.
This is going to be a game. Washington favored. Oh, excuse me. Washington favored by 3. I ain't got no problem with that. I mean,
it's even.
It's even. It's kind of even. I mean, number 8 versus number 7. This is going to tell a lot to me. Both these teams are really fucking good. The one thing that I've noticed about Oregon, and it's why I lean towards Oregon, because Oregon plays defense. I mean, Washington plays some defense, but Oregon's defense looks better than Washington. But I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I really do.
Yeah, the last 3 games, Oregon hasn't let a team score more than 10 points.
Yeah. So Oregon plays some D, but I don't know. Like I said, it makes me sad. If there is a football god, something will fuck up at work, and I will have like 4 hours of time to do nothing, and I can just pull up the old YouTube TV.
Love that downtime, baby.
And watch fucking Oregon and Washington while I'm at work getting paid. That would be fantastic. I really want to call off. I but I'm not going to.
Penn State's got UMass, so that's. I mean, I know we're chomping at the bit on Penn State too, waiting for them to.
We're waiting.
I know.
We're waiting 2 weeks. Penn State, Buckeyes. Both you guys just beat Little Sisters of the Poor. You're playing. 2 weeks have a matchup.
Next week. Next week's got some games.
We got the good games next week. I ain't even looked.
We got some games next week.
Well, tell me some games next week. Let's look way ahead. Let's look.
We got Duke, Florida State.
Oh God,
that's good. 17-4.
That's tough.
Penn State, Ohio State. You know that game is at noon.
Penn State, Ohio State's at noon.
Noon.
Wow,
that is dumb. I was talking about that yesterday because I looked it up. Me and Clarkson. That is a noon game.
I can't believe that's a noon game.
Noon game.
And who the fuck is the primetime
game? Utah and USC is at 8.
I would love
Army, LSU at 7:30, and Michigan State at 7:30.
See, that's stupid.
That is crazy.
Like, I understand Michigan State's a rivalry, but Michigan State's a joke.
But Penn State, Ohio State, that should be a night. But Clarkson, I mean,
that should be an 8
Someone was telling me yesterday on there that Gene Smith canceled where Ohio State don't have night games anymore. I don't know how true that is.
I have no idea.
But that's what someone was saying. I don't know how true that is.
You mean at home?
Yeah.
I was going to say because they played Notre Dame.
No, at home.
At home. Huh. I have no idea. I don't
know if he just said maybe he's against it, but that's what they were saying.
I don't know. That's crazy that Penn State, Ohio State's at noon.
Yeah.
I'm going to be intoxicated.
By noon.
Because I'm going to Tennessee.
Be done. You won't even be able to watch it.
I won't even be able to watch it. Fuck, man. That's sad. All right. Who you got this week? Are you going with Bo and the Ducks?
Yeah, I'm going with the Bo and the Ducks.
You're going with Bo and the Ducks?
I'm going with that Duck defense.
Listen, I picked Penix to win the Heisman at the beginning of the season. So I feel like I have to, I think it's going to be a good game. And if Oregon wins, it's not going to surprise me at all because Oregon's defense.
But I think it should be a good game. I really do.
Since you're going to Oregon and you got Nix winning the Heisman, I will pick Washington.
That's fair.
And I will go with Penix Jr. lighting the fucking world on fire. I hope they both do good. I think it's going to be a good game.
This should be it, though. This should be the one to see because last week I think knocked Caleb down.
I'll be honest. I think whoever wins this, it's hard to say because they still got big games against each other. I think whoever wins this game is going to make the playoffs.
Should make as long as they ride out.
I think
if they ride this out, if they win,
SC can beat anybody. Notre Dame can still play
because they still play. No, USC plays. Both of them.
I'm pretty sure teams, USC plays both.
Yeah,
I'm not positive about
both.
that, but I think they play both. And SC can beat anybody. But I think whoever wins this game, Oregon, Washington, I think they're going to win out and they're going to make the playoffs. I picked Washington to make playoffs.
You did.
They were my number 4. So I hope Washington wins. But either way, I think it's going to be a real good game this week. That's all I got college wise. Power rankings. college power ranking time.
You got to watch out for the
Who's your?
sisters. I agree. You do.
You gotta watch out for the little sisters of the poor.
You do.
You have to.
They
You
come in-
cannot
they
go
come in
in.
hard.
You cannot go into a game thinking you're going to win, looking ahead, because that's when you get beat. Who's your number 5?
Florida State.
Hey, I'm not going to argue. Go Noles. I've still yet to put Florida State in my top 5, and I'm not doing it now. The Ohio State Buckeyes, my number 5.
True.
Number 5, Buckeyes. Number 4.
The Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh, you got Buckeyes 4. I like that.
Yeah.
My number 4, Michael Penix Jr., Washington Huskies. I have a feeling I'm forgetting somebody again, but I don't think I am.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Who's your number 3?
I got the Trojans.
You got the see. I dropped SC out
got
of
the
my top
Trojans.
5 after last week. After watching the defense continuously struggle,
I've had the Trojans in my top 5 for a while.
You have, and
I
I
have.
and I love Caleb. I loved watching plays. I hope they keep winning, but I dropped USC out of my top 5. I have your Oregon Ducks at number 3.
I had Ducks at 6. So
Yeah, Ducks is 6. Okay, I got Oregon at 3. So I'm guessing our number 2 and 1 are the same.
should be.
Number
Michigan.
2? Number 2, Michigan Wolverines. They play defense. They
been
run the
playing
ball.
tough, dude.
I love
They've been
Harbaugh.
playing tough.
People don't like Harbaugh, and I don't know why.
And it's at Michigan
I
again
love,
this year.
I love Harbaugh.
I like Harbaugh.
I love Jim Harbaugh. I think Jim Harbaugh is a better pro coach than a college coach. I wish he would go back to the NFL. I really do. I love Harbaugh. But Oklahoma's right outside my top 5. I got Oklahoma and Florida State like 5 and 6. I'm not ready to put them in there yet, but they're right outside for me. And number 1, Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia Bulldogs.
Like I said, I cannot drop Georgia out of number 1 until they lose.
I agree. Till they get knocked off, man.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Hard to knock off somebody. It just keeps winning.
All right, moving on. Time for the king, the National Football League. Let me ask you guys a question before we get into NFL. We was talking a minute ago. We was talking a little bit ago before we went live. I had to stop and get my Powerball tickets for tonight on the way here. And he said, wouldn't that be nice to win something like that? And he said, would you work? And obviously, my reply was, fuck no, I wouldn't work. If I won $1.7 billion, took a 643 or 670 million dollar cash, so you're going to get 300 mil after taxes? No, I would never work again in my life. What do you guys think? What would you do if you won $1.7 billion? Would you have maybe a hobby that you would work? Oh, y'all, don't worry. The NBA's coming.
Yeah, I agree.
Brandon Wilson find a job that he loves and still work. Man,
Yeah, I mean, because you could buy yourself into any profession that you want to do.
I'm sorry. I think that's just insane.
Why? I mean, you got to do something.
Yeah, but like you can do anything. Like you can, like this right here. I guess, can I call this a job? That's how I am, Jamie. Have a hobby. No, I wouldn't do. I said have a hobby, and then I didn't read it. No, you could do that, but no, I wouldn't do nothing. I would do a podcast, and I would do shit like this, but I would never actually work. Can you imagine going, like Jamie, we work together. Can you imagine going into General Mills, being a fucking millionaire, having Ryan Haith tell you what to fucking do one day, and you're just like, man, I can buy and sell your whole family. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't do it, man. I can't do it. There's too much shit in this world that I wish I could do. There's too much shit I want to do in this world and this life, and we're not here long enough. There's no way I would work. Like Neil said, you want to buy a game store? I guess you could open something like that.
Yeah, that's a hobby.
But that's what I feel like. Yes, she is still there, supposedly retiring next year, Neil. I guess. See, I consider that like a hobby, though. Like I'm talking about filling out an application, going in for an interview, clocking in every day for somebody else.
No, probably not.
Can't do that, man. Now, like I said, if you want to open some businesses, because like even if you make $700 million, you know, you still want more money to come in. So I guess you could open some businesses, things that you enjoy doing, but there is no way in hell. Somebody asked, if you won Powerball, would you show up to work the next day? There is no way in hell I'm ever sliding my Tootsies in a fucking pair of steel-toe boots ever again in my life.
Yeah, but would you just walk in like your Crocs or whatever and just say, hey, I'm out? You can fire me.
No, I would not. And we were talking about this. Me and my buddy Eddie at work was talking about this. He's like, would you do it just to come in and tell people off? No, because I don't give a rat's ass about most of them people in there. Maybe I could show up in the morning and say, hey, you don't have to work no more. You don't have to work no more. I've got you. I got some pretty good friends in that place that I like. And I feel like those people, you ain't got to do this shit no more either. Yeah. Go home. Send me your bills every month. I got you. Yeah. I got you. I got you. My buddy Bob, I'd hire him to play the air guitar all day long. That's all I would do.
And just walk around playing the air guitar.
Just walk around playing the air guitar. Send me your bills. I got you. No problem. But no, there's no way in hell I'd ever fucking work again. No, I can't do that shit, man. No way. All right, moving on. Football, back to football. I just wanted to get that Powerball question out of the way. And if anybody in here wins the Powerball and you would like to take care of me and Jeffrey for the rest of our lives so we can just sit here and do podcasting, I accept all offers. I accept all monetary offers. I'm still waiting on Earl from TikTok the other day to send our phone charger.
Earl loves us.
Listen, guys, if you have TikTok and you don't follow us on there, make sure to do so. We got banned for a week because we were showing the game last weekend. But we had like 13,000 people watching us on TikTok the other day. And it was fun. It was a blast.
People was commenting, and I know a lot of them was here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we was trying to go through both. But if we get them where we can, then you guys would see them on here too.
Yeah, we need
because we was answering all kind of DraftKings questions, fantasy questions.
We need 400 more followers on TikTok so we can link our TikTok in with this, so we can see everything right here in front of us. So yeah, follow us on the talk. All right, NFL. Started off last week, Thursday night football. Dog performance. DJ Moore. 8 catches, 230 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
That's a dog.
I actually got messages, and I love when people message about the podcast. I love it. I got messages from people that night during that game say, DJ Moore going for dog of the week. Bears, I didn't even write down the final. I wrote
40-20.
40-20. I wrote down DJ's stats, but I knew the Bears blew them out, but I didn't write the score. 40-20 Bears.
Do you know who led the rushing yards for the Washington that game?
Probably Sam Howell.
Do you know how many rushing yards he had?
Yeah. No.
19.
Wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy. How you going? And I get you're behind, but how are you going to win a football game with your quarterback leading rushing with 19 yards?
That's bad. And I really like Robinson. I think he's
I really like Robinson.
I do too. I think he's a good back. But yeah, that game, Neil says that Washington looked terrible and those badass unis. Riverboat Ron needs to go. I'm 100% on board. I shit on Riverboat Ron the week before because at the end of the Philly game, he had an opportunity to go for 2, win the game, and he didn't. Took it to OT. And they lost. He said his team looked gassed. He didn't want to go for 2. Dumber than fuck. You know, you're Riverboat Ron. You're gambling. You're ballsy. 2 weeks in a row, I think Ron made some bad choices.
And it showed.
I really like Sam Howell. I think he's got a lot of talent. And I think Eric Bieniemy.
I think that whole team's got talent. I think that team's loaded.
They do. Chase Young.
They got 4 first-rounders on the defensive line.
Chase Young is close on like every fucking play to the quarterback. He's close, man. He's close. He's good. Chase is good when he can be on the field. But yeah, Washington's hammered. Fields looked really fucking good 2 weeks in a row. Bears won their first game. But yeah, DJ Moore, 8 catches, 230 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Dog like performance. Hey, I agree with that. Eric McGinnis said change the name back to the Skins and they win by 20. Listen, I don't even want to get into that. I am 100% into moving it back to the Washington Redskins.
Totally agree.
We'll get to that, Brandon Wilson. Don't get ahead, my little friend, my little short peckered pal. Moving on. Worst performance of the fucking week, and we won the football game. Steelers 17, Baltimore Ravens 10. And in the words from a couple weeks ago from Mike Tomlin, we ain't going to apologize for winning.
God, one thing that just drives me crazy. Whenever something good happens and I just want to let you know a message and you just ignore everything because it's your team because you don't want to see anything.
It does. It does.
And I know you don't want to jinx that because you're so superstitious on stuff.
People don't understand. Like, I get messages all day long during my games. And people always like, why didn't you message me back? Well, because I don't even look at my goddamn
He's
phone.
Nervous.
I get into it, man, when my team, like, now if I'm just watching a game.
Yeah, it's different.
If I'm just watching a game and somebody message me all fucking day long. I don't care. I love talking football. That's what we do this for. But when my team is on, good, bad, ugly, I do not check my fucking phone. I do not reply to messages. I do not. I am
zoned.
I'm zoned more than the fucking players. I care more than the millionaires playing the game. But listen, it was ugly. Steelers defense.
But there was some good outcomes.
Trent,
of it,
Jordan, Watt. Listen, there's so many good defensive players in the fucking football. There's nobody as good as TJ Watt. And I just don't give a shit what anybody says. If you tell me Trent Jordan Watt is not the best defensive player in football, I'm just going to tell you, you're flat out wrong. I will die on that hill.
He suffered a torn ligament in his finger.
And you know what? He don't give a fuck.
He
don't care. He said, I'll have to get surgery in the offseason to fix my finger. I don't give a fuck. Cut it off. He's probably like Ronnie Lott. He'll say, cut the motherfucker off. I don't need that finger. I don't need that. But listen, offense, dog shit. Whole fucking game. And I don't understand Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in football. Love him to death. You're up by, I don't remember if they were up 7 or 10. But at the end of the first half, there was only like 10 seconds left, and it's 4th down. And they went for it.
It's 10-3 going into half.
Yeah, so it was 10-3 going into half, and they went for it on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal. And that was number one. It's like, why are you
Put up points?
Dumber than fuck, man. There's literally no time left. And they went for it, and they didn't get nothing. And then Gunnar Olszewski has been nothing but dog shit since he became a Pittsburgh Steeler. Like, returns, when he does get on the field, dude's awful. He was a Pro Bowler for the Patriots, special teamer. But since he's been at Pittsburgh, he's fucking dog shit. Awful. Well, he fumbles the fucking ball on a fucking punt, and they get the ball at 1st and goal. And this is the message you sent me. Joey Porter Jr., who does not even see the field.
Don't even
understand why we don't play Joey
I've been
Porter
beating the
Jr.
drum on Joey Porter Jr. I've been beating the drum on him.
We're trotting out fucking old man Patrick Peterson.
46 years old.
46-year-old Patrick Peterson and Levi Wallace, who I really think I could beat. I think I could beat him one-on-one. I think I could
on a goal line. On a goal line.
I think I could beat him. 3-yard slant. I think I got Levi Wallace. I think I got him. Joey Porter Jr., every time he comes on the field this season, he's playing well. And I don't understand. And
it's like they're like restricting him. Open him up. Let him have it.
The defensive coordinator this week said he's still not ready to start. Well, you know who else isn't ready to start? 46-year-old fucking Patrick Peterson's not ready to start.
He's iced up. He's pulling ice off for the game starts.
I'll take my fucking chances with Joey Porter Jr. and just be done with Pat Pete. Just let him go, play safety, play some nickel dime, whatever. Just let
linebacker or whatever one's running.
But Joey Porter Jr. intercepted the ball. He told Odell after he intercepted to go be a family man. I like that because
wonder where he got that from.
If you know,
wonder where he got that from.
If you're a historian of the NFL, you know his daddy Joey Porter Sr. He liked to talk shit.
He was a trash talker.
He was
my
talker.
favorite trash talker.
But late in the game, we're up or we were down, and Pickett makes an outstanding throw. His only fucking good throw of the whole
George Pickens,
game.
dude, dog.
Big throw catch to George Pickens. And did you see the video of Matt Canada?
No emotions.
No emotion. Now
I was watching it live.
McAfee and a lot of other people are saying that Pickett audibled. They're saying that was an audible. Pickett audibled
So he
out
was
of
mad.
that. So Canada probably, if he did audible, I know Pat and a lot of other people said they're pretty sure that sounded like Pickett audibled out of it. So it wasn't his call. And that's why, and he's pissed. He looks madder than fuck.
But still,
that we
wouldn't you
just-
be happy that your guy just scored a touchdown?
You would fucking think maybe he wants fired.
I mean, because sometimes the
I don't-
quarterback sees stuff. You know what
I
I mean?
don't-
Sometimes the quarterback hears the defense making a play,
Well,
and he
listen.
knew they was running. And what happened? Dude hit him deep and scored a touchdown.
Well, listen, one of the best things that Ben Roethlisberger did was call his own plays and audible out of shit, and he did what he wanted to fucking do. I mean, last night, I don't watch hockey at all. I'm not going to ever pretend I do. Sorry, Neil. Sorry, Shane Congrove. At the Pittsburgh Penguin game in Pittsburgh, the crowd started the Fire Canada chant. I just don't understand. We're 3-2 and we're bad. We should be like one win team.
But the division's wide open.
But the division's wide open. We're in first place. We're in first place. We're not going to apologize for losing or for winning. Excuse me. All right, moving on. This is the game we watched live.
Exciting game.
Jags Bills.
So we got kicked.
Jaguars. Yeah, we got booted from TikTok for a week. Sorry. Jags beat the Bills. Upset, in my opinion. 25-20.
I wasn't upset.
It wasn't
I wasn't
upset.
upset.
But everyone thought that the Jags were going to be good. This is like
Yeah,
it was
but
an
Jags ain't
upset
been
to
good
me.
yet.
They haven't. They really haven't.
They haven't been good
That's
yet.
why I'm like it's an upset because the Jags haven't played well.
They haven't performed.
But this is what we expected the Jags to look like.
Mm.
And a dog-like performance. Travis Etienne, or as some people say, Etienne.
And Trevor Lawrence as well.
Travis Etienne. Etienne. Now, Jesus, you even got, I even
Etienne.
fucking got myself
No,
saying it.
E-T-N.
136 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's 26 carries. That's a
ETN.
workhorse.
ETN workhorse.
Workhorse. On the flip side, do you know who had the most rushing yards on the Bills?
Probably Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Do you know how many he had?
Buffalo couldn't run the ball.
14 yards.
I seen that. But I think the Bills had, 29 rushing yards?
Yeah, together as a team.
29 rushing yards for Buffalo. I seen that. That's crazy.
You know who led the Jacksonville with receiving yards? Dog, Calvin Ridley.
I was going to say Ridley and Kirk.
Ridley
both
played
had-
well.
Ridley and Kirk
And
both had real good games.
Kirk's like sneaky good. He's so underrated, but dude,
is.
he's good.
Nobody talks about Christian Kirk when
good.
you're talking about receivers, but he is. He's really good.
Trevor Lawrence, 25 for 37, 315 yards, 1 touchdown. Josh Allen, 27 for 40, 359, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Both quarterbacks played well.
Yeah.
Just didn't put up a lot of points. I mean, I figured it could have been a more of a high scoring game.
Yeah. I'm excited. I hope that was the Jags turning the
Yeah.
corner. Because like I said, we all picked the Jags to win the South. They're the best team in the South. And I'm a Mike Vrabel guy. I'm still getting that shirt made eventually. I'm a Mike Vrabel guy.
You should.
I need that.
He'll be
Real
on
and
my-
Raw Sports.
He'll be on our team. in a
Real
year
and
or
Raw
so.
Sports Mike Vrabel guy shirt. It's coming. I think we can sell some of those. There's a lot of Mike Vrabel guys out
Oh
there.
yeah, well, Mike Vrabel's good dude. He's good.
He's great. This is one that I called my Mike Vrabel-led Tennessee Titans. I said that the Colts were going to beat them 23-16. Anthony Richardson has been knocked out of like 3 of the 4 games that
You know
he's
why they
played.
won that game?
What, Zach,
Gardner freaking Minshew. buddy.
Zach Moss.
Gardner Minshew. 11 for 14.
Zach Moss.
He don't
why
even
they-
make mistakes.
Zach Moss why he won that fucking game. 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. Let me tell you, this is why running backs can't get paid in the NFL. You just and people were already shitting on Jonathan Taylor because he didn't have a good game. It was his first fucking game back. I mean, you got to ease him back in. But this is why people don't want to pay running backs. You just pay Jonathan Taylor a huge amount, which, like I said, I'm not shitting on Taylor because it was his first game. He didn't get much. But Zach Moss,
Busted
who's
out.
making like a fucking $1 million or some shit, busted for
365,000.
163 fucking yards and 2 touchdowns and looked great. That's why running backs, people don't want to pay running backs.
You know what Henry ended up with?
Not much.
13 carries, 43 yards.
Henry's like, I love King Henry, and he's always
Going
been
down,
one of my. And see, but we said that, and last week he fucking blew it up on Cincinnati and played great. It's just like some games Henry's going to have really fucking good games. Some games he's going to look fucking like he's.
But
just
I figured he would have had a good game.
Down. I did too. I did too. I thought he was
coming
gonna have a good
coming
game.
out of Bengals, and then it's like, man, maybe he's fired up. Maybe legs or trains are moving a little bit. And
Yeah.
then 13 carries. I know it's not a ton, but
yeah, so the Colts, Anthony Richardson's been placed on IR, so he's at least going to miss the next 4 games. I read Schefter said this morning that it's more likely 4 to 8. So that's a big loss for the Colts. I mean, a lot of people love Gardner Minshew. Well, now you're going to get him for probably the next 4 to 8 weeks. But yeah, but what I was saying, Anthony Richardson's been knocked out of 3 out of the 4 games he's started.
that's a lot.
Kind of starting to wonder, like, is this guy going to be the next guy that can't stay on the field? And he takes a beating.
Oh yeah,
Because listen,
he's everywhere.
If you fucking listen, we all know how I feel about Anthony Richardson. The guy can't throw well, even though he did have a good throwing game this week. The week before was trash. This week was okay before he got knocked out. But he runs around and makes plays.
Yep.
So he's going to take a lot of fucking hits.
He's a lot like Kyler.
Well, he's a lot bigger than Kyler.
Yeah, I'm not saying size wise.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the things they do. You know, I mean, Kyler's moving around everywhere, and Kyler gets beat up too because of that.
But yeah, I'm kind of wondering about Richardson. Is he going to be one of these guys that fucking, is he going to be like the next guy that we're going to label every time he gets on the field as he's going to get hurt? Moving on. This was one that I said was, I said this was going to be a bigger game. I didn't expect this. Saints over the Patriots.
I don't think anybody could have predicted that.
Neil probably will go ahead and turn the podcast off right now. 34-0. Saints over the Patriots.
What's going on there? They benched Mac Jones again. I mean,
They benched Mac, and then Bill comes out today and says that Mac Jones will start
Still
this
the starter.
week. Still the starter.
Bench twice, still a starter.
And I'm honestly, I don't know. Like,
I mean, do they really have much better back there?
No.
That's the problem.
That's the issue. But you don't have nobody else. Bill, I posted earlier in the week on our page. I said, is it time for Bill to go? Because Bill he refuses to change. It's his way or the highway, because it always has been. But he's never done shit without Tom.
No.
I mean, that's just how it is. Let's just face it. I think Bill Belichick's one of the best coaches of all time, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Maybe Tom made Bill. I don't know. But it's ugly in New England right now.
Well, it's like they're not bringing in any stars.
No, they bring in. They got like fucking Devontae Parker and Juju,
It's
and
like they try to draft people that they think that's like a sneaky good pick, and it's not.
Stop drafting the sneaky center in the 3rd round and go get some fucking playmakers.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, and that's just not Bill. That's how Bill does things. That's why I'm saying I think it's about time for Bill to go. I don't know.
But I mean, realistically,
I
how long do
honestly
you
don't
think it'd be till he got a job?
The
next day.
If he wants one, not long at all. But like, I'm not big on Mac either, but I don't know if they've actually gave Mac enough to, compete. Yeah. They keep signing these 2 tight ends like fucking this. Now they got Hunter Henry and Gesicki. Who did they sign last year? Jonnu Smith and Hunter.
Yeah.
And it's just like they keep trying to recreate Gronk and Hernandez. Those guys ain't Gronk and Hernandez, man. They need some fucking receivers. They need someone to stretch the fucking field that's good. They need to give Max some weapons.
If they wanted to go get a tight end, they should have went and got Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts just wasting away in Atlanta, even though he did have a good game this week.
He did.
Speaking of Atlanta, we were all on the Houston Texans to beat the Falcons, all of us.
Yeah.
So, of course, what happens?
It was a good game.
21-19 Falcons win, walk-off field goal. Young Wei Koo nailed it. 21-19. Stroud, Stroud's playing well. Stroud ain't turned the ball over. Like, but it's already getting on my nerves. Like people's acting like
249 yards, 1 touchdown.
he didn't really do much.
Ritter was 28 for 37, 329 yards and a touchdown.
Ritter played well.
That's
Ritter
probably one of
played
his
well.
better games.
Did you see the catch, the behind the back catch by Bijan?
I did not.
Oh, you have to check that out. Bijan's a weapon. Bijan's a weapon.
Bijan
man.
is a
gonna be
weapon.
good. But yeah, we were all, me, Jeffrey, Ryan Ratchford, we were all on the Texans to win. So, of course, the Falcons win 21-19. Right, like I said, that was right at the end of the game. Young Wei Koo nailed it. This was the one that I was totally wrong on. Detroit Lions rolled my Carolina Panthers. I didn't think that the Panthers are better than the Lions. I mean, that's just stupid. The other day, what I said was Amon-Ra St. Brown was out. Jahmyr Gibbs was out. Them are your two best players on offense. Well, not two best, but one of the two. Amon-Ra's the best. Jahmyr's up there. David Montgomery's just balling the fuck out. But Brian Branch out. Gardner Johnson's been out. They're losing
Injuries.
people, man. So I thought that the Panthers would have a chance. They didn't have a chance. The Lions rolled them. Sam Laporta, I think might be a top 5 tight end in football already.
I'd say it's close.
Dude,
he's
good.
7.
He's good. He's fucking good. You got stats for Laporta?
Yeah, Laporta had 47 yards.
2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah. Reynolds had 76. He led the team, 1 touchdown. Montgomery had a good game. He had 19 carries for 109 yards.
Montgomery's a stud. I remember a lot of people hate
And Goff, man, Goff's efficient, and Goff gets no credit.
none.
20 for 28, 236, and 3 touchdowns.
A lot
no
of people-
picks. I mean, he played well.
I took shit when I said that David Montgomery was a better running back than Jamal Williams. I took shit from a lot of people over that. I said, hey, listen, Lions fans, they're mad that they lost Jamal. Everybody loves Jamal just because of his character and how he is. He's fun. He has fun. He does the little Pokemon bullshit. You know, he's fun. Everybody likes him. Fun guy. Like a Gardner Minshew. Fun. Everybody likes him. David Montgomery's a better football player than Jamal Williams. Just simple as that. David Montgomery's he's a stud. Lions are
climbing.
they're climbing. I'm like to right now, in my opinion, there's like 3 teams I think that can actually win the NFC, maybe 4, and I'm putting Detroit there. I really believe it. Now some of the injuries is going to be tough. Did you see that one dude for them? First game back, I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, first game back.
He
ACL
tore his left ACL last season
and tore the other one.
and this week, the first game back, and he tore the other one.
That's crazy.
That's fucking madness, man. That sucks.
You know who's really been a disappointment for me?
Who?
Miles Sanders.
Yeah. He had
He
nothing.
got like a $24 million contract. He
I thought
fumbled
that,
the ball.
like I really liked the additions that the Panthers made. I thought Hayden Hurst was going to have a big year. Bryce thrown to Hayden Hurst. He hasn't done much.
Adam Thielen had a good game.
Adam Thielen is fucking having a great year.
He is. He really is.
Thielen's having a hell of a year, man. But nobody else is for the Panthers.
But I thought like he would kind of help these guys get in, like
I did too.
not him lead everything and be like the number one guy.
He's the
He's
best.
done for a 100-yard catcher. He's like, hey, I've been out, but
he's
look,
the best player on the fucking team.
he was a 100 reception year
Yeah.
on that whenever JJ came around, and then JJ came and his numbers tremendously dropped.
He's killing it.
He's going to show him, hey, you throw me the ball 100 times a year, I'm still catching them.
Thielen's killing it. All right, moving on. Greatest show on turf. Actually, I don't know if they play on turf, but Miami Dolphins, 31-10. Was it 31-10 or 16? I can't read my own writing. 31-10, 31-16. Dolphins beat the Giants. It really wasn't close.
31-16.
31-16. Danny Dimes got hurt too late.
Yeah.
Dolphins are just loaded, man.
Tua threw 2 picks.
He threw 2 picks, but
308 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Achane got hurt.
Achane had 151 yards, 1 touchdown. Hill had 181 yards.
Yeah, I know. I played him in fantasy. Very fucking sad. Miami's just deadly. Waddle scored. Miami's just loaded. But Achane is hurt. Achane got put on IR this morning. He hurt his knee.
But on the flip side, Giants are bad.
Giants are bad. Giants are a bad football team. Their line's awful.
To a team that made the playoffs last year.
Their line's awful. Barkley hasn't. I think Barkley's played 1 game. They're bad. And I still don't understand why Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah, I mean, Barkley wasn't even leading yesterday in rushing yards. on the team.
He didn't play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If he's not leading them, what's going to happen?
Oh yeah,
They're not going to win.
The Giants are the Giants. I think we said it on our last show. ESPN said the other day on one of the shows that the Giants are projected to have like I don't remember if it was the number 1 or number 2 pick. They said they will not be favored in any game that they have the rest of the season.
That is crazy.
It's a bad football team.
That's a bad football team.
And it's crazy because they won a playoff game last year. Big slip for the Giants. Cincinnati Bengals 34-20 over the Arizona Cardinals.
They look good.
Somebody said it earlier, Brandon Wilson, dog of the week nominee. Jamar Chase, 15 catches. That's a Cincinnati Bengal record. 192 yards, 3 touchdowns. Why? Because he's always fucking open.
He's always open.
Somebody asked me, they said, did the Bengals look good? Did the Cardinals look bad? I think it was both. I think it was a little bit of both. It was definitely Burrow's best performance.
Oh, yeah. But honestly, though, it looked like he's getting his legs a little bit more under him.
Yeah.
He was moving a little bit.
It was definitely Burrow's best game of the year by far. I still think the Arizona Cardinals are one of the worst teams in football.
I do too.
Cincinnati's defense, I'm very surprised. Like I thought Cincinnati's defense was going to be actually decent, and they're not. They don't look good, man. They don't look good to me. I mean, you got the fucking hairless wonder Josh Dobbs just making plays all over you.
Losing Jesse Bates hurt him.
Losing Bates must have hurt him because their defense is not playing very well. But yeah, they won. That's all that matters. Cincinnati's game back. Listen, I still think Cincinnati's the best team in the North. Stick with it. Your Philadelphia Eagles, 23-14 over the Rams. The Rams are a lot better than I thought. And
Rams are good.
Everyone thought they were.
Rams are good.
Healthy. We say it every week. Healthy Stafford is a different Stafford. Tell me about your Eagles.
I mean, first quarter of the game, I'm like, holy moly, Rams are moving.
Cooper
Kupp first game back.
Cooper Kupp's exactly
right down the field.
Didn't fucking miss a beat, man.
Right down the field.
8 catches. What do you have? 119 and 119 yards.
Yeah, 118 yards, 8 catches.
Yeah,
but
Nakua, another big game for him.
But 7 of those catches came on the first half. So Eagles made a pretty good adjustment, and we scored 6. We scored 6 in the second half to win it. They didn't make no adjustments. Philly came out to play. They're still looking good, 5-0. The brotherly shove, getting hate on it every weekend, but
it's getting banned.
But let me tell you, it's working.
It's getting banned now.
It's working.
It is. It is.
And
it's getting banned.
I've seen some NFL players hating on it. Hurts had a good game, 25 for 38, 303, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Like I said, Stafford had a really good first half. They was moving the ball really, really good on Philly. They moved Bradley Roby in on Cooper. Cooper runs more of a third wide receiver, so he's in the slot. And it's hard. Philly don't move their cornerbacks. Philly keeps Slay on one side and Bradbury on the other side, and they don't move a lot. And that's how you beat them. You beat the defense. You move the wide receivers around. Bradley Roby came in on the second half, played a pretty good second half, held Cooper under 20 yards in the second half, and Philly came through and rolled.
Jalen Carter.
23-14. Jalen Carter.
2 sacks.
2 sacks.
He's stud. Listen, everybody said Jalen Carter was the best player in the draft. Everybody said Jalen Carter is the best player in the draft. And he got into that shit over the car, race in the car, and someone passed away.
Yep.
And some teams dropped him down on their draft board. Dumbest shit ever. Listen.
He fell in our hands.
If somebody is elite, it's like the Kareem Hunt situation. When the Chiefs had Kareem Hunt and he got in trouble, the Chiefs did the nice, mighty, right thing to do.
Cut him.
We're good guys. We cut him. Well, guess what? Fucking another team is going to be like, okay, we don't give a fuck about your character issues. If the NFL is going to allow you to play, then you can help our football team, and somebody else is going to pick him up.
Yep. And
Jalen Carter, the best fucking player in the draft, but we're going to drop him even though he's going to be eligible to fucking play football.
To a Super Bowl contender team.
it's stupid. It's just dumb. It's stupid. Like
He found good hands.
I love Will Anderson. I love Will Anderson Jr. in the Texans. He could have been a Houston Texan right now, anchoring that defense in that middle.
He definitely could have.
I just don't make no sense. I hate when that people do that. And trust me, my team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, are. We could have had the fucking first 5 picks in the draft, and we wouldn't have took Jalen Carter because we're all about the fucking character, and the Rooneys are. I don't give a fuck what they do. If the NFL is going to allow you to play, come be on my team. I don't give a shit. And Jalen Carter's showing why he looks like fucking Aaron Donald. I mean, he's a stud. It's crazy.
I seen a thing that he was on his plane ride to L.A.
Watching
5 hours. He watched game film.
Yeah, I mean the kid's a stud. And
he's a student of the game.
Stupid. He's just dumb. Dumb.
We'll give a little love to Dallas Goedert.
fuck.
Dallas Goedert had a good game. Top five tight end, 117 yards, 1 touchdown.
Maybe top 10.
So
Moving on. Jets. We were all on the
JTS.
Jets. Broncos were favored last week for some reason, and we were all on the Jets to win that game. Jets will beat the Broncos 31-21. Zach didn't play bad.
Oh.
It was all. I was watching a lot of this game, and it's like Zach played so well, and at the end of the game, he threw a fucking deep ball, and it got picked. It's like, you fucking just let them back in the game. You played such a good game managing the game.
It's just don't lose the game.
And
what it really
and
is.
he tried to lose it.
It's more of like, Zach, you don't have to win us the game. Just don't lose us the game.
Yeah, Jets defense.
I'm surprised that
Brees, big game.
Brees, yeah, I'm surprised Denver actually put up 21 points on Jets defense. Jets defense is really good. They said Brees, no snap count on him. He's going to open the doors on the kid. And 22 carries, 177 yards and a touchdown. Brees Hall's good. Brees Hall's more than good. He's elite. Zach Wilson ended up with 199 yards, 1 interception. Broncos country, Russell Wilson, 20 for 31, 196, 2 touchdowns.
He didn't play bad.
Him and Sean Payton was arguing.
Yeah.
They was arguing a little bit, and coaches and players arguing. Sometimes you blow stuff up, but something's got to happen here.
I don't think none is though.
You're just gonna keep losing.
Just keep losing because Russell makes too much money when you're stuck with him for at least another year or two. Sorry.
So if we're talking about the Broncos, and
they need to just blow anybody that they can trade, they need to trade.
So
and just load up on draft picks.
So the Broncos are looking at the next 3 games. They're looking at the Chiefs tomorrow.
Loss.
Packers next week.
Very winnable. We'll get to that in a few minutes.
And then back to the Broncos, and then the Bills. I mean, not the Broncos, the Chiefs and the Bills.
So that's maybe you might win 1 out of the next 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
So I mean, you're just going to ride that out? Do you think him? I mean, if
you ain't getting no better.
Okay, so then next year, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So it's like you just
well, number one is you got to see what you can do with Russell.
Yeah.
You paid Russell a lot of fucking money. No, I don't think you are. I don't know the contract situation when they can get out of his contract. Yeah. It's like the who else was it we were talking about? And I said they cannot get out of that deal. Danny Dimes.
Yep.
Danny Dimes, there's the dead money is no dead money after next year. They're stuck with Daniel Jones this year and next year. It's not going nowhere. You can bench him if you want to bench him.
Philly got rid of Wentz, and they had dead money for 2 years.
If you want to just get rid of him and eat it, then eat it. But
I got to do something.
I don't.
But you ain't got no picks or nothing?
Yeah, you ain't got no draft picks. What the fuck's it matter?
Yeah.
You dealt him for fucking Sean Payton. You dealt your fucking draft picks for Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. Denver.
They're in trouble.
They're in trouble. And the defense was fucking really good, and they're ass now.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what happened to that defense. I don't know. Maybe they're just so fucking tired of looking at the offense shit to bed.
I mean, you let the Jets put 31 on you.
But, well, the Jets defense scored a touchdown late. I had the Jets defense in fantasy. That's how I knew that.
That's a nice.
Moving on. We don't want to talk about Broncos anymore. I'm fucking done with them. Chiefs, Vikings. I thought that was going to be a great game. It ended up being really good.
It was a good game.
Chiefs won 27-20. I was sick. I said during the game when Kelsey went down. Did you see when Kelsey went down?
It looked bad.
no contact, and he
It looked
just
bad.
dropped immediately. And I'm like, oh, and me and Tony Romo was broadcasting the game. And at the exact same time, me and Tony Romo was both like, oh no. It was, I was very worried about that because I think everybody likes Travis Kelce. Now, I did have a couple of my buddies that comment on my post that said something about Travis Kelce, and he didn't like Kelce. One of the only people I've ever heard to say they don't like Travis Kelce.
Why though?
I don't know.
I mean, why would you not like?
I don't
Travis
know
Kelce?
how anybody doesn't like Travis Kelce. He's fun. He plays the game right. Maybe you just don't like his flamboyant ways. I don't know.
Now he is.
I don't know.
But now he is into like the COVID shots and
Yeah,
and that's touchy to some people.
it is, but I just don't know how anybody don't like Travis Kelce. Just listening to the Kelce Brothers podcast, they're lovable.
They are.
I just don't understand how anybody don't like Travis Kelce. But
And he's fun to watch.
when Kelce went down, I was like, the Chiefs are done.
That hurt.
They're done. Season's over. Season over. You already have no fucking receivers that are worth a shit. But I'm still on this Rashee Rice thing.
Man,
I think the potential is there. My buddy Neil's man, Justin Ross, why is he not getting more playing time? He had a nice big catch in that game. It's like they've got some guys, but Kelce's got to stay on the field. But it ended up just being an ankle sprain, and he came back, and they said he practiced yesterday, so he'll probably play this week.
He'll play this week.
As long as
He's playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Short week.
As long as Kelsey's there and Patrick Mahomes is there, the Chiefs are fucking good, man. I don't care they can line you up at wide receiver and you'll catch a touchdown. It's true.
Probably a couple.
It's true.
Probably a couple.
Did you see that fucking deep pass he threw and Justin Watson went up? It's like Justin Watson making fucking dog plays. You know
They're
why?
on board, dude.
Because they're on board.
They're
They're
on
like,
board,
we got
yeah.
the best player in the fucking
Yeah,
league.
we're on board.
We got to make a fucking play, and they do. Kadarius Toney, he's weird though. He's weird looking though.
He's weird. I think he's like a Antonio Brown kind
He's
of
weird.
candidate.
He's weird. Like one of these days, Kadarius Toney's gonna lose his mind.
Don't say that.
I mean, he might. He might be the next AB. You said it.
Poor guy.
Bad game, and I thought it was gonna be good. 49ers Cowboys.
And I didn't like to talk about this game because I hate talking about the Cowboys just because they're sensitive with me. Just because they're really, really good. They're in my division.
42 to 10.
My goodness.
42 to 10. What the fuck?
Was that a statement game?
Well,
Or was it just Cowboys they're okay?
let me tell you a stat that I really liked. Dog
Uh-oh.
like performance. 3 catches, 63 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
George Kittle.
And then lifts the shirt, lifts his jersey, and he's got the fuck Dallas shirt on. Oh, George Kittle.
Did he get fined for that?
I don't know.
I ain't seen
I
that.
haven't heard anything about that. But he might have won my dog of the week just by that fuck Dallas shirt.
I like that.
I thought
I like that.
I love Kittle. I'm a big Kittle fan. The 49ers, man.
If they didn't have a real big rivalry, they do now.
What did Michael Parsons say on his podcast? He said something like, laugh now, cry later. You made it personal. Fuck, they made it personal. 42 to 10. They just beat
Personal.
your ass. It's personal.
That's personal.
They beat you in the last 2 years in the fucking playoffs. It's personal. Fucking, they've beat your ass. Fucking 49ers. Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw. Them boys are
Prescott,
dangerous.
14 for 24, 153, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
It's bad. Like, he looks
Said there
awful.
was Trey Lance calls that people was chanting.
Yeah,
and you're going to have that.
Well, he's not even the backup, so it don't matter.
No, I know.
But, I mean, Cooper Rush is the fucking backup. But you're not taking Dak out. It's simple as that. Jerry Jones loves Dak Prescott. It's simple as that. Jerry loves Dak. Dak ain't going nowhere. Dak is your starter.
And I think right here's a lot of the problem. CeeDee Lamb, 4 catches, 49 yards.
I don't get it. He's the best receiver in the league that doesn't get used. I don't get it. I mean, you see, like fucking Jamar Chase, 15 catches. DJ Moore, 8 catches. I don't understand why CeeDee Lamb doesn't catch
12 times.
7, 8 passes every game at
Well,
least.
you keep getting rid of his number 2 wide receiver, and then he don't get the number 2's balls.
Well,
too.
now you lost the tight end too because Schultz was good.
Schultz was good.
Ferguson and Schoonmaker, they're okay,
okay.
but they're not as good as Schultz was, man. And Brandon Cooks, he really can't stay in the field. Michael Gallup, he's decent, but he's nothing special.
I mean, Gallup had 2 catches.
Yeah.
Ferguson had 3 catches. Pollard had 4 catches. I mean, I don't think your running back should have as many catches as your number 1 wide receiver. And CeeDee Lamb's a top 7, 10,
I'm glad you said that.
right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's close, right?
Absolutely.
He's good. I mean,
He is.
he's one of the best. We talk about one of the best route
is.
runners. He's one of the best route runners.
He good.
He really is.
And they don't use him. I don't get it. Last game of the week. And this was ugly. This was awful fucking football. Listen, I am.
How do you end it like this? How do you end it like this?
It's sad. Raiders, Packers.
Monday
Raiders
night game. It's like,
Monday
hey,
night.
let's sit back. Let's watch a Monday night game. Nothing to do. And it's like Raiders and Packers. are playing.
Raiders and Packers. Raiders won 17-13. Jimmy Garoppolo, dog shit. I think Davante Adams fucking had 1 catch in the first half. I think he ended with 4.
This is another wide receiver. We're beating the drum. It's like, what are you doing?
But my big takeaway from this game is Jordan Love. Jordan Love, he's made a couple plays this year. He looked fucking. I actually
He's had some
posted.
plays. That was
I posted
decent.
on my Facebook. Jordan Love is ass, and he was absolutely trash the other night.
16 for 30, 182, 0 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
He threw a fucking 2 interceptions to Robert Spillane, who was a career backup for the Pittsburgh Steelers, now starts for the Raiders. The Raiders are terrible.
They're bad.
And the fucking Packers just looked like shit. Marcus Peters actually saved his team the game with a penalty. Christian Watson had a big blown coverage, wide open, 77-yard catch, and Peterson grabbed him and got a horse collar tackle, but he took him down like at the 3-yard line, and they ended up only getting a field goal out of that, and they lost by 4 points.
cool.
So Marcus Peters, even though you got that penalty, that actually saved your fucking team the game. Yeah, they're a young team, but all I hear in the offseason is how good the Packers defense is, how good they are. I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. I know Quay Walker left. Jordan Love's fucking terrible. Jordan Love's terrible. You can sugarcoat it any way you want. It's like Kenny Pickett.
He's got some weapons.
It's like, well,
You know what I
he's
mean?
got
He
weapons.
does.
Dobbs and Christian Watson's a weapon.
Good. And you got good running backs.
Aaron Jones didn't play the other night. A.J. Dillon's
But
the
in-
most
in a hole.
overrated fucking.
In a hole, though.
A.J. Dillon's the most overrated running back. I don't know why the Packers fans act like A.J. Dillon's good. He got fucking big old legs and people like him. He's trash, man. He's a fucking short yardage guy. Aaron Jones is the best player on their team, and he missed it the other night. Max Crosby kills everybody. Max Crosby is in on every fucking play. He's the only player on the
good.
Raiders that I
good.
would absolutely want on my team if I was anybody in football. I feel bad
Or
for Max
Devontae.
Crosby. Well, yeah, Devontae, because Devontae needs the ball.
Devontae's
You
good.
got to throw the ball to Devontae fucking
I think
10,
it was King
15
Tilly I was
times a
talking to
fucking game.
yesterday, and he was saying that, like, Devontae don't care that he's committed for that. I disagree.
I disagree
I think
with that
he's
whole.
miserable.
I think he's even come out and made numerous comments.
That's what I've, and it might not have been King, but I'm pretty sure King Tilly's the one that said that. I think he's miserable.
Dillon's trash.
He
can get you 1 yard.
I think he's upset. I think he wants out.
Devontae Adams has made numerous comments about this is not what I envisioned being here. And Devontae Adams, everything he says, it seems like he is miserable.
Yeah. That's what he's seeing all of his other buddies
Devontae
have
Adams
fun.
went to the Raiders to fucking win and play with Carr. And then McDaniels, who I think is one of the worst coaches in football, fucking ran Carr off. And now you got Jimmy. And Jimmy dog shit.
Well, he's a good handoffer.
Josh Jacobs is the only one on the team that likes Jimmy because he's got them good handoffs. Smooth handoffs. But yeah, I'm disappointed in the Packers because I thought that was absolutely I thought that was the game the Packers would roll, and they didn't because Jordan Love is
Jimmy
ass.
had 22 completions, but he handed the ball off 26 times.
Yeah, that's what we like. Jimmy's handoffs.
Jimmy's handoffs.
Jordan Love's ass. Jordan Love is like Kenny.
That's like LaShawn McCoy. Dak is ass.
It's like Kenny. Like Kenny will make a play. Like he made that play at the end of the game, and you want to be excited. But guess what? He's ass. He's fucking trash. He's not the guy. Jordan Love, you are not the guy. You are a career backup quarterback wasting this team's franchise right now. Until they realize that they're not going to do anything. Mediocre. This is the year. This is the year you got to evaluate these guys because there's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out, man. If fucking Jordan Love ain't it, if Kenny Pickett ain't it,
Is
time to
Brandon
fucking
Wilson
move
really
on.
saying Dylan's a dog?
Hey,
Is he living in a Cody Clarkson fantasy
dude,
world?
he's awful. You can watch the Texans. They don't have no offensive line. They don't have no offensive line. They got some decent guys to throw to, like Tank Dell, who's decent. Everyone's like blowing him up for some reason. He's decent. But you can just tell Stroud making throws. Nobody to block for, making throws. He's going to be a guy. Jordan Love, trash. Kenny Pickett, trash. Done. It's done. They're trash. He's terrible. The Raiders defense is garbage. And they got 3 fucking picks on Love the other night.
And Dylan isn't a starting back. He's not Bijan, but he's not bad.
He's awful. They make him out to sound like he's going to be a starting running back, and he's not. They fucking want to give this dude. They take Aaron Jones off the field so much just to put in AJ Dillon, and the guy can't get a fucking yard. He's just not very good. He's just not very good. Not very good running back. Overrated.
Hostile today.
Hostile. Today.
You are hostile today.
Hostile.
Sheesh.
Man, sometimes you just got
You know what shouldn't make you hostile? Top 5 tight end.
Sometimes you just got to realize that your fucking team's not very good and your players ain't very good. Like I'm with it. Kenny Pickett's dog shit, man.
Who is good?
Kenny Pickett's dog shit. Jordan Love, dog shit, Brandon. It's okay. It's all right. You'll get a new one. Like we'll get a new quarterback soon. You'll get a new quarterback. You'll probably do the same shit as we do. And we'll ride out Kenny and say, hey, we're going to be good. He's going to be the man. Nah, what's he fucking done so far to even show it? No, Packers fucked up. Jordan Love ain't the guy. But hey, they hit on Favre. They hit on Rodgers. They just missed on Love. He's a bum.
I'm not a Najee fan. I'm disappointed in Najee.
Najee's trash.
Disappointed.
What are we talking about Najee for?
Because for Steelers, you're just talking about Pickett.
Oh, you want to talk about Najee? Like Najee shouldn't even play. Jalen Warren makes plays. Najee
He
don't.
does.
Jalen Warren makes plays. Najee don't.
He runs like a dog. Jalen Warren runs like a dog. Like
You know what?
The
You
door's
can't-
open.
Joe Burrow had a few bad games. Is he trapped? No, he's absolutely not. And he's
But
had
Joe Burrow's proven.
Joe Burrow's proven that he's a top 5 quarterback in the league. That's the most ridiculous question ever. No, Joe Burrow ain't trash. The Joe Burrow's fucking hurt. Jordan Love perfectly healthy, throwing the ball to Robert Spillane, a backup running back in the middle of the field. Trash. Awful. It's all right, man. Lions are going to be able to rest their starters by week 12.
Because that division.
That fucking division is that bad. Packers are going to win maybe 6 games. Fucking Bears are awful, and the Vikings are awful. They're going to be able to rest their guys by like week 12 and 13. Hey, Goff, Bijan, or Jameer, Montgomery.
And plus, they got a lot of injuries anyway.
Take you some time off.
Take
baby.
some time off.
Take you some time off because this division's wrapped. Like that division's awful. It's one of the worst divisions in football, and I really thought it wouldn't be. But yeah, love awful. We got anything else? Power rankings.
Power rankings.
Before we get to the dogs. NFL power rankings. Who you got?
Hold on, let me get to it.
Number 5.
Number 5. Actually, mine has not changed from last week.
I honestly didn't write mine down, so I don't remember.
Dolphins.
I got Dolphins number
Dolphins are
5.
5.
I got Dolphins number 5. Man,
Mine is a copycat from last week.
They lost to Buffalo, but man, Miami, they just had a bad game against Buffalo.
They did.
I'll take Buffalo. I'll take Miami again if they play. Number 4. I
got
got a new one.
Ooh.
I got a new one.
I got the Bills.
I dropped the Bills out
Ooh.
of my top 5 after that awful performance against Jaguars. The Detroit Lions.
Sheesh.
It's time to start giving the Lions some love, man.
I had the Lions at 6.
It's time to start giving the Lions some love. They won a game easy this week without St. Brown, without Gibbs. Montgomery is just looking like a dog.
Hey, I get it.
I like Detroit.
I got Chiefs.
I got the Kansas City. I think 4 of my 5 are we're going to be on the same. I got the Kansas City Chiefs number 3 as well. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. As long as Patrick Mahomes and Kelce's out there, Kansas City is good. Neil Crabtree says 49ers, Chiefs, Dolphins, Lions, Eagles. He's got your Eagles all the way number 5.
Holy moly.
That's disrespect. That's fucking disrespect, man.
Woo.
That's disrespect. Number 2.
Number 2, we're going to just keep on shoving up to number 1. And I got the Philadelphia Eagles at 2.
I got the Eagles number 2. I mean, they're just winning football games.
Football.
2 teams hasn't lost a game yet.
Yep.
49ers and Eagles. So number 1 to me, easy. San Francisco 49ers.
It's the Niners.
San Francisco's the best team of football right now.
I agree.
They're just.
I agree. They are everywhere on their aspect shows me good. The only thing that scares me is quarterback.
Yeah, and he's
been playing really well.
To me, he just keeps getting better.
Absolutely,
man.
absolutely. He's got a good team around him, good coach. I mean,
he don't make mistakes,
and that is the same thing they're going to try to ask out of Zach Wilson for the Jets. But he's not. He does.
Doesn't.
You know what I mean? You ain't got as good as coach.
He don't
you ain't
make
got,
mistakes.
I mean,
you got an offensive genius.
Yeah, Kyle Shannon's good.
He's so good, and that's one of the things that like drives me nuts as a Steelers fan. Like the world, Steelers Nation, we're begging to fire Matt Canada. Like it looks like a fucking junior high football team's offense. And like you watch all these other teams, like I watch the Niners and I watch the Dolphins, I watch all these other games, and you see all these teams doing this different shit. And you're like, my God, why can't we do shit like this? Now, I mean, they got some fucking weapons, but like us, we got weapons.
You got weapons.
We got weapons.
You're just not using them like they should
be. They just like there's nothing, no play.
There's no excitement. It's just bland.
Shanahan's great.
It is a bland offense.
It's terrible. But 49ers look
no salt, no pepper on nothing.
No, nothing.
Bland.
Just bland. No fucking seasoning. No seasoning. Canada's got to get some seasoning.
He's got, like we talked earlier. I mean, how excited was he when they scored a touchdown? He was so mad.
Browns defense shut Christian down. They're fucking somebody calling the fucking Browns beating the fucking Niners this week. Whew. You know what? Let me tell you.
Hold up.
Let me get on this Browns thing real quick.
Pump the brakes.
Let me get on this Browns thing real quick.
Did you see who's starting quarterback for the Browns this week?
It maybe.
No, they said he's starting.
No,
I seen things that they said he's starting.
I seen if. I seen PJ Walker would start if Watson's not ready. Over Dorian. I seen
the undefeated Dorian preseason.
I seen if Watson don't play. This is what's driving me nuts with Deshaun Watson. Now, we've said a couple years ago, Deshaun Watson was a top 5 quarterback in the fucking league. Then all this shit happened. And then he, away from football for a while. He gets $235 million.
Guaranteed.
Now he's a pussy. He was medically cleared. Stefanski came out and said last week he was medically cleared to play. No, I don't feel right. My shoulder don't feel right.
You got Joey Burrow out there on a bad leg.
Fucking Burrow can't walk.
I mean, serious.
And
you know what I mean? I mean, how does that look? How does some of you Brown fans that really are Brown
seriously
fans? I mean, you got Joey Burrow out there that's willing to battle for his dudes. You know what I mean? I'm hurt, but guess what? I don't play football.
A lot of guys don't want to fucking they don't want to come off the field.
And I mean, think about it.
And Watson don't want to go on it.
This division's still open. So it's so it's not like it's over.
Well, yeah. They're fucking right there.
It's not like he's thinking, well, this is over. Maybe I should just get healthy. I mean, he's just he refused to come out to play.
Yeah, I'm medically cleared. I don't feel right. My shoulder don't feel good. I'm going to set this one out, guys.
Yeah, I mean, and now I'm sure he got a massage.
And now
he had to.
He definitely got a fucking massage.
Guaranteed. I guarantee. The coach is like, hey, dude, you want me to send a massage your room or something? I mean, she gets deep.
And he already did not practice yesterday.
He probably even taught her the dirt bike.
Man.
Guaranteed.
Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of Browns fans were like against him anyway. I get it if you like him because he's still your fucking quarterback. But man, I don't know if I really like him. I thought he was hurt before he didn't play. Well, like I said, I mean, he's medically cleared. But like I said, I mean, if he says he's hurt and he don't want to help the team, that's fine. But I know a lot of people in Browns world, let them dog pound. They don't like this shit. They're saying this pussy's medically cleared to play, and he ain't. So he just rather set this one out. Yeah, we're in the hunt for the division, but let's let DTR PJ Walker. And PJ Walker is one of my favorites.
He was in
XFL Houston Roughneck. PJ.
You're gonna be pulled for him, won't you?
I love PJ Walker. I wish he was Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback. I'd fucking take PJ right now. I love me some PJ Walker. I love PJ. He's stud. All right, that's it. Dog, it's time. What's the difference between Njoku? Njoku, yeah. I mean, Njoku, he's hurt. He's playing. Fuck, that motherfucker got burnt in the fucking fire. Showed up looking like Bane.
Yeah.
Looking like Bane and Kane.
Looking like Ghost Rider.
Fuck, what the fuck? He's like, I got burnt. Half my face got burnt, but I'm good. We'll play. Deshaun, he's pussy.
I don't know, man.
Pussy.
And like, that's what I was trying to say a couple weeks ago about Burrow, that, yeah, at times it's like the coaches say, hey, pull you. But some of these guys loves football.
Hellfire.
Some of these guys love.
God, it's Kane.
Some of these guys love your buddies, love your brothers. You know what I mean? And he's like, nah.
No, I'm good.
Maybe next week, coach.
I'm good, coach.
I'll get back to you next week.
I'm good, coach. Let me lay on my 235 mil and see if I can get this shoulder right.
We ain't got massage parlors down here like we had down there in Houston.
Everybody's favorite. It's time. Dog of the week.
Dog of the week.
Now, once again, if you're new, there ain't no qualifications for dog of the week. It can be a big game stat wise. It can be just a big drive.
Anytime, anything.
Anything can be a dog of the week. Anyone could be a dog of the week. Aaron Arms almost won dog of the week.
He almost did.
Last week, he tore his calf muscle, first base coaching. His 8 and
how
under
he's
girls,
recovered.
his 8 and under girls softball team, or was it softball?
It's softball.
8 and under softball team. He battled through and coached the rest of the fucking tournament. 7 hours, he said, on a torn calf. Miserable.
I bet he's
because he's a dog.
I bet he's just pouring the sweat.
But his recovery is going good, I hear. Aaron Arms, we're with you. All right, dog of the week. There's some good ones this week. But I'll be honest, there wasn't a lot. Like, I had like 3 or 4 guys that could have won my dog.
Yeah. Well, sometimes there's like obvious that you don't want to go with because it's obvious. You know what I mean? And then there's some it's like you watch the game or you watch the play and it's like, holy moly. You know, I mean, we talked about that Sam Hartman that one time where drove him down and stuff. And it's like sometimes, and other people, if you watch, like, sometimes it's hard if you watch your own game because you watch like your home game and really focus on it. And you're like, man, that's like, you could put Jalen Carter if you want to, you know what I mean? Because there was a couple times he went out there and when it was 3rd down and they was driving and made a good sack they had to punt it. But like you said, it could be anywhere, anything, anytime.
Mac was last week, but he almost got it. His 6 sacks last week.
My goodness.
He was all over it. You know Denver was only sacks one a year?
Yeah. But hey, he's probably about second right now and probably leading the league.
I'll go first.
Okay.
I know who your dog's going to be. So I'm going to go first. So yours is a little better than mine. Listen, I started the week, DJ Moore fighting for it.
I mean, he
fighting
for
it.
Hats off to you.
Hats off to you, DJ. Jamar Chase broke a Bengals record, 15 catches, 192 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Sure, that's a dog.
He didn't get my dog.
But that's a dog.
He's a dog. If somebody, like, we love when people post their dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys, my dog is this person.
Because we want everyone to have different dogs. We want a bunch of dogs out there.
My dog of the week.
Let's hear it.
Oklahoma Sooner quarterback.
I like it.
Dylan.
I like it. That's the first time I didn't hear that one.
285 yards and a touch, 113 yards rushing and a touch, 75-yard drive in 1 minute and 2 seconds to put the Sooners back on top with just seconds to go and win the Red River rivalry.
That was a good game.
That was good.
We talked about it earlier. That was a really good game.
It was good. That was a good game. Hell of a game.
Now, I mean, that really put that kid on the map. You know what I mean?
Well, more of the map.
Yeah, more of the map. Because, I mean, Texas is a good team.
We know.
What was they ranked? 3?
Texas was 3
Yeah,
coming into that. And Oklahoma was 12.
And heck, they jumped up 6 spots.
Yeah.
7 spots. That's crazy.
Who you got?
Dogs of the week.
Dog
of the week. Like we talked about. I mean, it could be anywhere, anything. Week 2, I think you went with a couple people. You went with the Miami Dolphins
running backs.
Running backs. A little slew of running backs there.
Running backs.
So I'm going to go with 2 this week.
Oh, he's going 2.
I'm going to go 2 this week, and I'm actually going to go as a hometown. So Friday night, hometown.
Dog.
So Friday night, I went to the Wellston football game. They played Athens. Athens is usually a pretty good team.
Athens. You know who went to Athens?
You know who went to Athens?
Joe Burrow.
Joey Burrow, dog.
Dog.
Hunter and Mason Collins, twin brothers.
Hunter and Mason Collins.
Yep, twin brothers from Wellston here.
Wellston.
High school kids.
Dogs.
Mason, running back, had 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kid don't get a lot. He had a player of the week for Wellston, the little thing that goes into Telegram. He was in it. Hunter Collins,
This was wild.
22 tackles,
22 tackles.
3 sacks, and got a hit of the game.
22 tackles and 3 sacks. I seen this. I don't even pretend that I follow high school
for sure.
football around here. I seen that. I'm like 22 fucking tackles and 3 sacks. That's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah. And
That's crazy.
the Collins boys are fun to watch. They're great kids. They umpire Bub's games at times. They got another home game Friday night, 7 versus Megs. Them Collins boys are fun to watch. Them are my dogs of the week.
The Collins
boys. I
The
like
Collins boys are first ever high school
dogs of the week.
dog of the week. That's big.
Hey,
big.
big here.
That's big.
Like I said, 22 tackles, 1 game. He had 3 sacks. The other boy, Mason, had 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. Mason had more yards, I'm pretty sure, a couple games back. I'm not going to be one to sit and watch. I watch all the high school games either. I don't. You know that.
Yeah.
But I've had the opportunity the last couple of weeks to watch them. I'm going to go back again this Friday night. It's fun.
22 tackles and 3 sacks is crazy. That's crazy, man.
Going to be fun to watch. I know a few weeks ago, an Oak Hill boy with 22 tackles broke the Oak Hills record. I'm not sure of a Wellston's record. I'm sure probably close to somewhere around there. Keep on fighting, Collins boys. Let's break some records.
I like it. That's it.
That's it.
Real quick, I want to say next week, I think Neil mentioned earlier, basketball. Basketball season's first game is October 24th. Next week, at the end of the week, I will not be here. I'm going to be in Tennessee. So probably Monday or Tuesday night next week, we are going to do our NBA preview.
I like it.
I'm ready for
I'm ready.
NBA.
I'm
I'm
ready.
jacked. I'm jacked to shit all over LeBron. I'm jacked. Did you see Darvin Ham proving that he's a worse coach in basketball? I want Anthony Davis to shoot 6 threes a game.
That's crazy.
Why? Why do you want one of the best fucking inside post players in league when he's healthy to shoot 6 threes a game?
I say don't get hits as much.
Don't fucking understand
I don't
that,
want him
Darvin
touched.
Ham. I'm excited. Basketball. There's so many big moves. Dame going to Milwaukee.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
Booker joining, or Beal joining Booker and Durant in Phoenix. Paul. There's just so much basketball. Luka and my boy Luka. Actually, I think Luka and Kyrie's.
It'd be fun to watch though.
It's going to be fun to watch because
it.
this is the first off season that they'll have together, and I actually like what my Mavs have did in the off season. I like the pieces they brought in. The Nuggets coming back loaded. The Sixers with Embiid. What's going to happen with Harden is he's going to start the season and like nothing. No, I think Ja's good, and I'm telling you, watch out for Memphis. I like Memphis this year. Once Ja is able
Who did
to
Memphis
play,
pick up? They picked up
they traded for Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. That's
and
what
I
it was.
loved that trade for them
Because they got rid of Brooks.
Marcus Smart he's going to be so good with Ja. He's such a good defensive player, and he's not an idiot.
Nah.
So maybe he'll keep.
He's an
Ja,
idiot on the court.
Maybe he'll keep Ja's head in the game a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited to dive into NBA next week. We'll give all of our predictions for our preseason predictions for all the championships and the Rookie of the Year. Victor Wembanyama.
It was fun to watch.
Scoot Henderson, Chet Holmgren. I know he's not a rookie, but he missed
still,
all last year, so he's eligible to become Rookie of the Year. The Thunder, I'm excited. I'm a Thunder fan, man. I think they're going to surprise people this year.
Thunder's got some young talent.
They're loaded with young talent. But it's going to be a good year NBA basketball. So we're going to dive into that. I don't know yet, Monday or Tuesday, one of them days. We'll make sure to post it and give everybody a heads up a win. We might, depending on when we do it, we might even have a special guest come in with us. We might. Depending on when we do it and what time.
I like it.
Because I know that somebody, he loves some basketball and he's chomping at the bit to get in here.
I like that. I like basketball. I like basketball knowledgeable
He's
players.
chomping at the bit to get in here and talk. He's chomping. All right. That's it. You got anything else?
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yep. Leroy's got a playoff. Got a playoff game Saturday.
Gotta have a Leroy update.
So we win. We go. We win. We keep going. Saturday we have a home game. It will be our last home game of the year. Saturday, 1:00. If you want to come watch Leroy, maybe show out a little bit. He's got like 6 touchdowns on the year. He's leading our team with 2 interceptions.
I like it. What, had 3 and a pick 6?
No, well, the interception stayed.
Oh, okay.
So the return didn't, but he didn't play in like the first 3 games on defense. So he's behind everybody and still got more picks. So we'll take it.
I like it.
Maybe he could win. Maybe Leroy could win dog of the week.
We gave away our first ever high school dog of the week. Leroy has a dog in a week in his future at some point.
Definitely.
I don't know though, because a lot of people would say that's a homer.
He better put up some numbers.
He better put up some big. If Leroy's going to win dog of the week, he's going to have to put up big numbers.
Big numbers.
Because we're going to drop somebody and take the heat. Hey, you guys really picking Leroy dog of the week?
Exactly.
We're going to take heat over that one. So he better produce.
He better have a few touchdown games.
He better fucking produce. You got anything else?
I think that's it, buddy.
I think that's it. Hey, listen, go buy you a Powerball ticket. $1.7 billion tonight. I hope someone in here wins. I hope it's me, actually. But if it's not me, I hope it's one of you and you take care of us. We'll share. We'll share the love. All right, that's it. I'm out, boys and girls.
Peace out, guys. Appreciate you.
See you.